What up, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Jason. Today we are bringing you guys another Madden 25 online rank match. We have the Minnesota Vikings going up against the Houston Texans. And I don't care what the overall shows of the Texans, they are a way better team than what the overall shows. Team is nasty. They have Arian Foster, who's a monster. They have two really good tight ends. Andre Johnson is one of the best in the league. J.J. Watt, Cushing, Joseph, Manning. They are loaded with talent. You know what I mean? So we know it's not going to be an easy matchup. Hopefully, obviously, having the Vikings, you want to have success running the balls, and all we're hoping for is that we're able to do that. So on defense, we got to slow down this man right here. We got to make him one-dimensional, even though it probably doesn't help in the fact that he has Andre Johnson on the field and he's one of the best in the league. But if we could take away Arian Foster, that's going to help us out tremendous. Right there, tremendous yesterday, right there. He throws right in the coverage. I'm sorry, Sam, but no some of you. Give it to me, baby. Huge interception right there. We came on to cover 4. He threw right on the sidelines, right into a cover 4. So no secret, no surprise what we want to do offensively. We want to give the ball to Adrian Peterson. We want him to be as effective as possible. Right here, we tried the off tackle run right there. We end up getting a first down. And then surprise, surprise, we go back to Adrian Peterson. He's outside. Look at the pancake right there. You got to love when you get them impact blocks, man. 2nd and 1 right here. We just go to a fullback dive, trying to pick up that first down, which we do. So, first and goal, we come out on a pass play thinking maybe we're going to catch him off guard. That didn't work. 2nd and goal, we go back to the man AP, and we end up running it into the end zone. So, also, guys, don't forget, tonight, 11 o'clock is my first episode of the Xmas special offline franchise. I did a fantasy draft, and the first 2 nights are going to be me showing the draft. So, tonight at 11 is part 1 of me drafting my team. Then the next day will be part 2. And then day 3 is going to be my first actual game. I'm not playing the preseason. I'm going to skip that. We're going to head straight into the regular season. But definitely come by 11 o'clock p.m. and check out what team I picked and what players I got. So, definitely feel free to come by and show some love on the offline franchise. So, here we go. Up 7-0. He is driving at about the 50-yard line. We end up causing an incompletion due to contact right there. Drops back. He goes, and he's looking for a receiver up the seams, and thankfully we have somebody in position to knock that down. We would really like for him not to be able to tie this ball game. Like I said, man, the Texans are a very deadly team, and we just want to stay ahead of them. You know what I mean? We want to be able to hopefully hold them to a field goal and just maintain this lead. Nice pass over there on the left side to Martin. Gets himself within the 2-yard line. And right here is going to be very tough to stop Arian Foster. He's such a big back that just falls forward. Hopefully we can go on ahead and do that. Power O play right there, and he ends up scoring, tying the game. So, we're back on offense, and the game plan is always going to be the same when I play with the Vikings. I think I've only lost, well, I know for sure, I've only lost 1 game in Madden 25 with the Vikings, and that was on the XboxOne. Came down to the 4th quarter. I was abusing AP way too much. He was tired as hell, and I end up fumbling on the 4th quarter. I was about to score. I was already up, and I was going to clinch the game. He fumbled, and I ended up losing the game. But I always do extra well with the Vikings because the game plan is simple. Keep the ball on the ground and let AP do what he does. You know what I mean? So whenever I was not in a running mood, whenever I always found myself, I'm passing way too much. That's why I'm losing. I can't continue to keep not running the ball. It's like, let me play with the Vikings. I got to run the ball with the Vikings. You got Adrian Peterson. You got to put the ball in his hands when you play with the Vikings. Look at what he does. He has the agility, the speed, the power, the finesse. He is the total back, and it's very difficult excuse me, to not run the ball when you have them. So as long as he continues to have success, we're going to be okay. You know what I mean? As long as we're not forced to continuously need to pass the ball, we're going to be good because Adrian Peterson is going to, hopefully continue this performance. So right there, he does a very good job of catching Andre Johnson up the seams and manually undercutting the pass. He does a very good job of that. So we definitely got to try our best to watch out for that. So here he goes. He drops back, throws over the middle, and he ends up finding a wide open receiver. Well, not wide open. We were definitely around the area, but he definitely threaded the needle right there. We were all like 1 step behind. So here he goes in position to go on ahead and tie the game. hits the flats right there. Thankfully, he was out of bounds. So 3rd down right here. Let's see if we can force a field goal. He ends up passing the ball towards the right, but it's incomplete. Wasn't able to keep the big-ass Ronald McDonald feet inbound. So 14-10, we maintained the lead. So that right there, I consider a stop. You know what I mean? When you hold somebody to a field goal, I feel like that right there is a stop, because right here we can go on ahead, hopefully be able to score and go up 21-10. So we have a little over a minute left, and the game plan still isn't going to change. You know, we go back to Adrian Peterson, grounding and pounding the ball. You got to figure that most people are going to expect to pass in this type of situation. So trying to sneak a couple runs in here. So here we go, dropping back into the pocket. And that right there, you need to rewind that like 10 times. That should have been a sack. If that's, I don't know, I don't really pass the ball to Christian Ponder. When I do, I don't look at his release. But that had to be the quickest release I may have ever seen in Madden. There was no way he should have gotten that ball off. I just threw the ball. He was open. Greg Jennings was open way down the field. I threw the ball in like just fear of like, oh my God, I'm about to get sacked. Get rid of the ball. And he got rid of the ball in just a millisecond. That release was so quick. I couldn't believe how he got rid of that ball. I think that right there has to, like I said, I barely passed the ball with Ponder. Maybe you guys know. Does he have the quickest release in it? He has to. There's no way. I don't see anybody else making that throw. That's an incredible throw. Anyways, I'm going way too long about his incredible release, but I was just amazed that he was able to get that ball off. So we go into halftime. We're up 21-10. We do get ball back. We were able to stop him before halftime, and that rarely happens, right? So we're thankful of that. So here we go, back on offense, man. Oh, try to hit the outside. Oh, making some moves, making some people. He's some third son. Go to a spin play, and we get stopped shy of midfield. So right here, we go to a screen play. Figure, you know, we'll pass the ball, but we're looking for Adrian Peterson. And he could go all the way as we stumble on into the end zone. And this guy is just way too deadly. You gotta love having Adrian Peterson on your team. We go up 28-10. We have a very good lead. We definitely feel confident that we should be able to win this game. All we got to do is just play good defense. Even if he scores, we're up 18. Even if he scores, limit the big play possibilities. You know, let him drive downfield. Let him chew some clock. Time is the enemy for him right now. So all we got to do is just, you know, that's fine. He could get 6, 7, 8, 10 yards of play, because that's going to mean it's going to take a, 8, 9, 10 play drive. Right there, he goes over the middle and don't test the user. He is so disrespectful. Somebody please give that gentleman a link to my channel. Let him know, do not throw the ball my way. We knew you were looking for Andre Johnson. He was trying to hit me with the skinny, but we definitely saw that. Look at the agility. I'm telling you, Madden 25, agility it damn near doesn't exist. Being able to cut around corners, run swiftly, and make cuts like how you want to. On next gen, you can't do it. Adrian Peterson is one of the few that can just run like nothing, who can cut around edges, go upfield like no problem. Right here, we are in field goal range. I kicked the I should have made it. The kick power, I was a little off. I kicked it at maybe 94%. I was just a tad off. Full power, I would have been able to drain that right there. Another throw into coverage and another interception. The defense is coming through. Obviously, excuse me, he's got to be one-dimensional. He's got to score and score quickly. Right here, he's playing man-to-man, off-pressed, and we're just catching him with some curls, and we end up catching Jennings back-to-back on some curls, and we end up getting a huge run up there. Right here, we decide to go to the flats, and we end up getting, a couple yards. But right now, we want to be able to kill some clock because, again, time is his enemy. Kill clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock ticking. Right here, third down, we run the ball. If we don't get it, we'll settle for a field goal, and that's exactly what we do. We end up going up 31-10 in the fourth quarter, and in order for him to win, he's going to need a miracle. He's down. Sorry for all this coughing. He's down 3 touchdowns. He's going to need scores. He hasn't stopped me yet. I haven't been forced to punt the ball one time. I've been able to score every time I had the ball. Right there, beautiful block shed by Jared Allen. Come right up the B-gap, getting a sack. I was a little ahead of the play right there. Definitely read it, knew where he wanted to go right there, but I was just a little too far ahead. Right, he tries to go up for Andre Johnson. He does get his hands on the ball, but we are able to slap the ball out as soon as he gets his hands on it. Again, back to Andre Johnson, and he's made no secret on where he likes to go when he passes the ball. He definitely looks for Andre Johnson. You can't blame him. The guy's a stud. You know, he's tremendous. You know what I mean? And you definitely want to be able to give him the ball. It's a fumble! You definitely want to be able to give him the ball as much as possible. So you can't blame him for targeting Andre Johnson as much as he is. So right here, he ends up pausing the game, and he ends up quitting. So we end up coming away with the victory, and we end up playing very well on both sides of the ball in Madden. I'm not talking about in real life. I'm talking about in the game of Madden against a very good team. So our winning streak continues. You know, we are up to almost 20 game win streak. Our opponent definitely had a good, well, not the best record in the world, but it was definitely experiences like 70 and 50 or something like that. So we end up playing well on both sides of the ball, coming away with the victory. Something new that they're doing, you can't see the gamer tags no more in Madden. You know, your opponent, you can't see the gamer tags, they hit that. But that's the end of the game, guys. Your boy GS, and I'm out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.